She knows place, but now I want to start really attaching the calmness aspect of it. So what she struggles with is arousal. So her attention is just very, very flighty. So you see this? She's already perked up. Down. Good. So you'll probably get to see it here, but Sora is very tuned into the environment. So everything sets off, you know, the alert system that she has running in the background. So right here, like the cat moves, it perks her up. She hears a leaf blow, it perks her up. So I know a lot of you at home have dogs like that, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some are more intense than others. She's very intense. So with dogs like that, patterning and repetition and patterning and repetition and really controlling the environment and controlling her actions is super critical. So even right here, this is not place. This is not, she's not at rest. She's not relaxed. She's frantically sniffing around, looking for something to constantly engage that alert system. So we're going to start trying to help her with that. So right here, I'm going to watch her, and if she starts frantically sniffing, no, that was a whine. I don't know if you could hear it. I just said no and a little tap. It's very low. It's on a 3. She normally works on a 2-3. So I'm probably going to need to go up a little bit if I'm going to discourage things, but we'll see what we get. So with dogs like this, you're going to struggle if you try to just lean on correction. So we correct things, don't get me wrong, but I can't just settle her with a correction. It's not going to work. It'll help a little bit, but this is more about repetition. So it's less about coming in with a high correction, and it's more about coming in with something just motivating enough over and over and over again, which sounds like the opposite of what I normally tell people to do, but it depends on the dog. So Sora just needs to wire that synapse in her brain of how to settle. So we just have to have her do it repeatedly. No. So she's whining. She's got her head down, which is good, but you watch any second she'll start frantically sniffing around or perk back up. And she's actually still whining a little bit. No. So that time I held the button down for a second. We're still only on a 3, but I'm going to bump it up to a 4. This is super low, guys. I can't feel it until it's on a 12. So this is still really low tap on the shoulder type stuff. No. So she hasn't really done this before. Down. So she might be a little confused as to what's happening or why. So as she starts troubleshooting, why is this thing coming on and what am I supposed to do about it? She's going to try some stuff and I'm going to have to help her. No. So pawing at me, groaning. It's just discontent is all that is. See the big yawn? So this looks like a pretty boring exercise and like not much is happening. This is what she needs the most. And then she needs us to do similar things in different environments. Teaching her how to shut things off a little bit and not always be looking for something to set off the excitement. And we're going to do some eye contact exercises later too, which I think is a little overrated. I don't think it's that important that your dog makes eye contact with you, but she avoids it to an unnatural extent, so I want to encourage more of that. So I'm just going to ignore her. And she's one of those dogs that would probably benefit from learning a double down, which is to rest your head. So we'll do some of that. We'll do some of that later. Down. 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 No. She can hear my daughter walking upstairs and she started boofing. No. I'm going to move the camera a little bit so that maybe you can see her face more and what's going on from the other angle. So you can't see me, but that's okay. You can see the dog, which is more important. No. Down. So I'm going to bump this up to a 5 just for the boofing that she's doing, and then I'm going to go back down once we get her settled. So she really needs the double down. Like, you can see that. Like, she can't relax. She can't shut it off. So I think that might help her. And I kind of tried it a second ago, but we didn't get too far. Down. Down. Good. So that was something. Down. 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 So most dogs, if you repeat down when they're in a down, perfect. They'll try to figure out how they can get down more. You know, how do I get lower? And so we teach that by just saying down again and combining it with very low e-collar pressure. And, you know, when she lifts her head back up, if I still want her in a double down because I don't feel like she's settled enough, I'll just do it again. Down. Good. So this isn't something that I highly correct dogs for, because the point in it is to help them settle. Not to add anxiety or adrenaline in any way. So I want to keep it as relaxing as possible. Down. It's meant to be more meditative. Down. Good. I'm up to a 6 right now, which kind of surprises me. Okay, so I just wanted to chime in here really quickly because I think there could potentially be a little bit of confusion, because I do tell people to correct their dog for over arousal, but I'm talking about like going crazy, like you're at the circus bouncing off the walls. If you look at Sora, she's not doing that. So this isn't about correcting arousal, this is about teaching a skill. We're actually building a skill in the dog, teaching them how to veer away from arousal and just stay lower key and more relaxed. So we're building a skill here. We're not disagreeing with going crazy. Totally different thing. Good. Very neutral praise.